Today is the day we are going to space. The only thing that I did off camera in between episodes was, and the more eagle-eyed of you may have noticed this, I had no life support, which would have been really bad, which means we would have gotten to space and died. Thankfully, I did notice before I decided to take off, and I have made 15 life support canisters. You just have to have them in your inventory, and you can see up here that my inventory life support duration is 25 minutes in space. And we will be able to use these life support canisters. They will become dirty life support canisters, which is here. And then you can clean them and then refill them again. So you don't consume them, you just kind of like dirty them, I guess. And then you have to refill them. And later, you know, especially when we have bots, this process will be fully automated. And we'll just always keep a stack in our inventory so that we never accidentally, die in space, which would be pretty bad. I have picked up a decent amount of resources. I have iron plates, I have some copper, I have some steel, which I'm going to grab a little bit more steel here, just in case. I know we're bringing it up in the rocket, but it never hurts to be prepared. You know, sometimes you get up there and you're like, shoot, I forgot X, Y, or Z, and I'm really in trouble without that. And we're gonna grab some concrete too, and I think that that will be good for now. We have quite a lot of options when we get up to space. We have you know, a lot of resources in here that we can handle, and so I think that will be good. I will be right back though, because I just remembered the one thing that we definitely want to bring up is a cargo landing pad, because in future on future trips, we want to land on a landing pad and not crash our spaceship, which sucks, because then you can't reuse the pieces at all. You only get to reuse the storage pods, or whatever these things are called, right? These things. So we want to make sure that we have a landing pad in space. Eventually we'll have another rocket silo in space, but we're not going to worry about that at the moment yet. We will worry about it at some point. But we have a few things that we need to do before that happens. So I'll be right back after I craft that. Okay, so I have now crafted the landing pad, which we have here. And you can see that we have a decent amount of materials here. The one thing that I am not seeing any of is copper. So we're going to grab a handful of this just to be safe. Not sure why the copper didn't... Oh, it looks like it never did that part, but that's okay. We have some copper at least. It'll get us started, and let me just grab like a handful more, just because I want to be safe. I don't want to waste this trip to space and like just, you know, have no opportunity to do anything because I didn't bring enough. So let's just grab this copper, and then I think that we're ready. So if you haven't been to space before in space exploration, here's how it works. You look at your rocket. You first would like to get into the rocket. You do not want the rocket to leave without you. And then you make sure that you have the correct destination selected. And eventually this will, you know, we won't have to check this because it's just going to be launching automatically. Our destination position. Now this is going to be, if you have a landing pad, this will be the landing pad that you want it to land on. However, we don't have one. So it's just going to be the general vicinity. It's just going to drop us up there and crash. So this is going to be a rough ride, to be fair. And then we're not going to do a launch trigger right now. This is for automating it. We're not automating it yet. We're just going up there to explore and get everything set up to do some space science. So, but that's it, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we have liftoff. And check it out. Here we go. What a beautiful sight. Oh no, and we are crashing. It's a hard landing. And here we go, we landed. And so immediately our bots, these cargo pods are marked for deconstruction, so our bots are going to try and give us everything, so we're gonna undo that for now. We will end up picking everything up, but we have work to do now. So as you can see, we're in the middle of this just absolute mess here. And so we're going to start trying to clear this stuff up. We're just going to deconstruct things here. And, oh, this is one of our cargo pods there. We're going to grab this. We're just going to try and grab everything. And it looks like we're not able to, so what we're going to do is we're going to get stuck, apparently. Okay, we are going to place down a chest and just get rid of stuff. This will be some storage for now, and we'll be able to use it later. So let's start trying to deconstruct different parts of this base. Okay, we can get rid of that. And we're just going to deconstruct as much as possible, clear this place up, and then this place right here, where we're standing, is going to become the beginning of our little science experiments and things like that. It's just going to be just enough space for us to do what we need to. Okay, so let's get rid of more stuff, whatever we can. We got a bio gun. It's kind of cool. All right, so we're just clearing the area. I mean, it is an absolute mess up here. And here you can see we have an advanced lab, so we can place that down up here. And you can see that we now have the ability to do more science than we currently can in our current labs. Our current labs can only do through the rocket tech card, but now we can add these 4 extra space science packs. Okay, so what we're going to do is I am going to quickly clean this up on a time lapse because it's kind of boring to watch, and I will be right back from that. Okay, so that is everything all cleaned up. That was quite a mess, and that took a little bit longer than I was hoping. We now only have 15 minutes left of our oxygen in which to survive and hopefully thrive. There were some buildings up here still that I did not realize, which is very good, and there are also more resources up here than I also realized. So we actually are like totally set on resources for the time being. You may notice that there is a ton of this scrap, which we'll go over scrap later, but basically you can deconstruct scrap into different resources and then reuse them. And you get scrap from a lot of things in space exploration. So if we look at science though real fast, we are going to try and figure out what we want to research first. And I think that this is definitely one that we want to research first. This is basically allows us to go straight to space without having to build an entire rocket. So I think that we kind of want to do this one. So we're going to start this research, and then we also want space manufactories. And let's see, do we want anything else? We want this space platform scaffolding. And I think that, what else? Is there anything else that is absolutely needed right now? I don't think so. I think that's pretty much all that we absolutely need. And let's see, we definitely want to get this, so maybe we'll do it in this order. And then that opens up cryonite and vulcanite processing. And so we'll research those afterwards. And as you can see, that opens up a huge load of new researches and techs and things like that. But we'll get to that in the near future. For now, what we're going to do is we want to, and let's heal real fast. We want to work on setting up at least a little bit of an area for science. So, and we have an extra cargo landing pad somehow. There must have been one up here. Let's see. We only have the one science lab, unfortunately. I didn't think to make more, which is the one thing that I really did not think of. We also have a recycling facility. Alright, so we have this pylon, and we're getting 15 megawatts, and you can see it has an absolutely giant range. And we have another one here that we can't pick up. There we go. And we still have, wow, we have a bunch of stone, coal, and sulfur. And we are running out of time very quickly. So we are going to try and set up something very fast. And so, let's see, what do we need to do? We need a little production area where we're going to make space belt. So this is going to be space belt. And we need another building to do space pipe. So let's start building some space pipe. And what else do we need? We need some steel, which I have somewhere. Here's some steel. Alright, steel, there it is. And then we need plastic, which we have over here. We have some plastic. So let's get some plastic in there. And then we need another building with an inserter that does copper cables, and we'll put some copper in there. Here's some copper. There we go. Okay, so that's working. That's going to start building us some space pipe, which we desperately need. And then here, what we'll do is we'll just have a building that does lube emptying. We're going to go through this quickly, guys, because we are running out of time, and I do not want to run out of oxygen and die. Okay, and then we need to grab some lube barrels, which we have here. So that'll just be enough for now. And then let's see, can we throw anything else in there? Yes, we can. Okay, so we're gonna start making some space belt. Very good. And then we want to do some research. We only have the one lab for the moment, which is fine. We don't need to do anything insane. We're just gonna throw it here. And we are gonna grab all of our tech cards. Let's see, we got red, blue, here's some green. Okay, down to 10 minutes. We are on the clock here. Here's some yellow, here's some more red. What else? We gotta have more somewhere, right? Do we have any space science? Probably not, so let's try and make some space science, guys. So for space science, we are going to need all of this stuff, and let's see, we need this. We have a building somewhere. This is kind of a mess up here, I'm not gonna lie. Where is this building that we had? We had a space building that was, aha, decontamination facility. And actually, can we clean these out and make, would we be able to do this? Would we be able to make ourselves some more life support here? Low densities, assembly machines. We have low densities. And then what is this again? We need water. Oh wait, we can totally do this. Okay, check it out. So we'll be able to make ourselves some more, I hope. Do I really have no level 2 assembly machines? I surely must have dropped them off somewhere. This is getting a little bit worrying. Oh, we have space pipe here. Nice. Okay, that's fine. That's not what's important here. What's important is trying to find... So here, we need to make some cosmic water. So we need some lube. So it's going to be lube. Unbarreling. And again, we have lube barrels here, which should be enough. Then we need water. So this will be water unbarreling. And I know I saw water somewhere. Let's see. This is kind of a mess. Oh, here's some water. Okay. Very good. Let's fly over here. Okay. unbarrel some water. This is going to make some cosmic water, which we are then going to take these empty barrels, and we are going to barrel some cosmic water. Not empty, we're going to fill it. And let's grab some barrels of that. Okay, apparently we're out of water. That's fine. Okay, and then this is going to be emptying cosmic water barrels. And we're going to empty that. We're going to grab this facility. We are going to put it here. This is going to clean out. All right. We're going to put our dirty things there. And then we're going to put our cosmic water barrel in there. That's going to start working. So we're going to buy ourselves some more time up here. Here's a bunch of water. Okay. And some more lube. I just have way too much stuff in my inventory, so we're going to drop some stuff here that we just don't need right now. Okay. And we're going to place this down here and this down here. Okay. We're going to get rid of that. Sorry, I'm just absolutely insane right now. Let's see. Do I really have no level 2 assembly machines? I don't know how that would even be possible. Okay. Surely I put them somewhere. Aha, here they are. Okay. Thank goodness. Okay, so we can make one of these then. And you can see our clean canisters here. And then we're just going to pick this up and put it back down to get rid of that waste. And let's clean out some more. And apparently we're out of cosmic water now. Fantastic. So we need to make some more cosmic water. So let's see, cosmic water. We already have plenty of lube. Put some water in there. And then we're going to barrel some cosmic water. Right? Oh. There we go. Okay, we're barreling some cosmic water. Very cool. We're going to take those extra barrels. And there we go. Okay, so we have some cosmic water now, and then we're going to use this again. A bit of a tedious process. But now we can, with our cleaned out canisters, and we're going to clean the rest of these. We're going to empty some cosmic water barrels. There we go. Actually, we're going to put that in a tank so that we don't lose it at all. And then we're going to put our facility down right over here. And we're going to clean these out. There we go. Okay. Okay, then we're going to take our life support facility, and we are going to make life support canisters in space. We do need some more water, but we have a bunch of barrels of that. There we go. We're making some life support canisters. Okay, so that'll solve that problem quickly for us. In the meantime, we are going to try and make some, if I can find stone that I have up here. Okay. Throw a bunch of stone in there, and then the last thing that we need to do is we just need to, actually let's do this. We're gonna do space science like this, and we are gonna grab a space pipe, which we have over here. And we are going to make some space science so that we can do this research. And this should be enough for a decent amount of space science packs, which is awesome news. We can grab our freshly created life support canisters. Probably should have made more of those to begin with. And let's see, we can fill some more here. Alright, so the goal now that we've kind of stabilized, it seems, a little bit because of that little scare that I Didn't bring enough. Life support. We are going to, and let's see, grab that scrap. And then we should have some space science coming up very quickly here. And we can, of course I don't want to lose all that lube. So what we can do is just do this and barrel up that lubricant. Okay, there we go. What we're going to do is we're going to add another one of these buildings. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. And this, well, we're not going to deal with all this extra stuff right now. Unfortunately, we're going to lose it, but such is life. And then, do we need any more of these? Oh, we need more water. Okay, we got another 18 minutes though, so we're good for now. And we've got our first 5 space science, so that's going to start researching very slowly for us. Check it out, very nice. Okay. And so the goal then is going to be, we also had found some stack filter inserters up here. So we're going to grab, let's see, we need some steel, which is, we have some here, we have some here, kind of all over in our cargo pods. We're going to try and move all the stuff from the cargo pods over here. There's some beryllium plate, we got some low densities. Okay. More lube and more all sorts of crap. We're gonna have to organize all this stuff up here. More motors, more water. Okay. More motors, more water, more lube, all sorts of stuff. Geez, this is a mess of inventory and everything. But we would like to get rid of all this stuff. Alright, so let's throw sciences in here. Okay. What else do we need? Let's see. Let's make some more belt. Let's grab this pipe. Let's see. Let's keep grabbing more and more stuff. Okay, there's a bunch of heat shielding that we can get rid of. Alright, I'm gonna go organize this stuff real fast. I don't really want to make you watch that. It's gonna be a few minute process. So I'll be right back, and then everything will hopefully be sorted a little bit and we can discuss next steps. Okay, so I have successfully stabilized everything up here. We are all good. We're making more life support canisters, and I forgot that you can just clean them out in these life support facilities without like resorting to cosmic water, so that was a bit of a waste of resources, but such is life. So we're all good now. You could hear the panic in my voice, I'm sure, because I was myself a little panicked. And I also handcrafted a couple of these advanced labs so that we can do this a little bit faster. So we're starting to get through some researches here, just hand feeding these science packs to these labs. And so that's looking good. We are also making some space belt, which we also have some of these fast belts here, which will be very nice for us to use. And there we go. We can now use these things by doing, we can do a couple different things. So eventually, when we go back down to the surface, we're not going to have to do an emergency burn. We'll do something like this, and we'll be able to throw fuel in here. We won't need any cargo rocket pieces at all, which is nice. So what we could do, just to showcase that, actually, do we have enough rocket fuel? We might not have enough rocket fuel up here. Let's see here, shall we? We have 3 rocket fuel. We are all out of rocket fuel over here. And we're all out of rocket fuel there. So we might not even have enough rocket fuel. So we might have to do an emergency burn. But we won't have to do that in the future. Let's see, we have 37 rocket fuel here. Ha, we have enough. So we'll be able to throw this in here. There we go. We just need 40. So you can see that if it has 40, it's not going to like do anything bad. But you can also do this emergency burn, and it says, you know, expect to lose 50% of each passenger's inventory, which we have a lot, so that'd be kind of bad. And this landing will compromise the capsule. So if we look over here, you can see this refurbishment. So you have to pay 25 low densities, 50 heat shielding, and some repair packs to refurbish it, which not the biggest of deals, but you do lose half your inventory, so you better not have too much stuff in there. So we'll be able to just do a regular burn. And then, what is this? Mantis orbit outbound. Interesting. So yeah, we'll be able to get down to Novice pretty quickly and pretty painlessly. Let's see here. Should we clean out some more oxygen or some more life support canisters in prep for using them? Probably. So you can see that I kind of organized. We have all of our materials over here. We have our fluids over here. We've got all of our space transport belts. We'll put them all over here. So we have a decent amount of transport belts to use in space, and then we have, of course, all of these space transport belts that we've created. Now, the goal is going to be, of course, to craft a small base up here that is going to be able to sustain doing some space science packs with transporting the correct materials up in our rockets. So that's what we're going to do probably in the next episode. It's been kind of a crazy episode here, just trying to get up to space, but you can see that you can see the mistakes that I made, and hopefully you don't make them on your own. You know, mistake I made, I might have actually brought too much stuff because there were a lot of materials up here already. So make sure that you look into orbit and kind of calculate what you're going to need based off of that and what you have on the ground, not just, you know, one or the other. The second is make sure you bring enough life support so you're not scrambling like I was, trying to survive and not die. But now that we've done this, where was it? Let's see. It must be down here. Yeah, it's the last one, of course. Now that we've done this space capsule navigation, we will be able to get from the surface back to space very easily. So now it's going to be much less costly to get from the surface into space. And so you don't need to feel too bad about saying, oh man, I need to go grab some things and you know, figure it out from there. So that is actually going to be it for today, guys. We got into space. You know, we've got a few things set up here, and in the next episode, what we're going to do is we're actually going to do belting from our cargo landing pad, which let's just name this real fast. So this is going to be main science landing pad. There we go. So this is where our cargo rockets are going to come in the future and hopefully land on the pad. And then, yeah, so we're going to set up a small little base up here that's going to transport sciences from our landing pad over to some labs. So we've got a couple labs here. And then we're also going to transport resources from our landing pad to make, you know, some basic needs like belts and pipes and things. And then the rest of it is going to be transported over to do space science. So that will be next episode, guys. This was a bit of a hectic episode, but I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing me going crazy, trying to survive and figure out what the heck to do to make some life support, which we did figure out in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And just real fast, let's go back down to the surface. We are going to Novice, and let's just place one more fuel in here. There we go. And oh, we can choose coordinates. Nice. So let's come land right down here. And then we'll go back and we will launch. Check it out. Oh yeah, I'm on the capsule. There we go. Boop, and we're done. So that was that. And then to get back up, you can see we do need some rocket parts, but we only need 13 of them instead of the full, for the cargo rocket, 100. So we will do that in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day today, and I will see you on the next set of adventures for our space science.